We jumped into action. We actually increased our employment. We increased our hours. So the people who are blind and visually impaired actually had more work, increased manufacturing. And we responded as quickly as we could. We provided a lot of reusable face masks, cleaning chemicals, hand sanitizers, along with our examination gloves to all the New York City health and hospitals and the federal government. What we do is we work on both federal government and the state of New York. We're a preferred source program, which means on the federal side it's the Ability One program, which means if you can make a product, but you have to do it competitively priced and meet all the standards of quality and deliverability, you get mandated orders from government entities. So we didn't get anything extra, no extra consideration whatsoever. We have to compete with everybody else in the private sector making these products. But the reason that law exists is to help create employment for the blind and visually impaired. And we got increased orders from these critical departments, so we were able to meet those orders. Part of the program is through New York State Preferred Source Program out of Albany. They represent agencies like ourselves, all blind agencies in the state of New York, and they go out and sell on our behalf. The examination gloves, we do packaging of the examination gloves, and a couple of the large contracts we have is TSA, all the airports, all the New York City health and hospitals. All the hospitals in New York City get all their exam gloves from us. Also Metro North Transit in New York City. So we package the gloves, but as far as the reusable face masks, we do the complete manufacturing, all the cutting and sewing and packaging, and that's all done by people who are blind and visually impaired. People who are blind and visually impaired experience a 70% unemployment rate, yet their jobs are critical, they're essential. They proved through this crisis that they're as good as any manufacturing employee in any sector or any company, and they showed by delivering and making these high quality products. On time, great quality, good price, and it's just a great source of pride to have a job. They were thrilled. We did not lose 1 minute of manufacturing time or anything with this COVID. If anything, we responded in full force at this agency. Everybody pitched in every department. You even had vice presidents like myself and Steve Gannon and others actually helping out on the manufacturing floor to help expedite orders. We did hire more people. In the 20 years I've been at CADV, we've gone from roughly 90 employees to close to 300 just in 20 years. And of our close to 300 employees, roughly 50% are blind and visually impaired, which means we're very integrated, we're diverse in our jobs. There is no other agency like us in the United States that serves the blind and visually impaired. We are top 10 in the United States in our manufacturing with the blind. We're the best rehabilitation services in the United States, and now we have adaptive sports and rec and health and wellness. It's like a three-legged stool. We've got everything that a person would ever need that's blind or visually impaired, and there is nobody else like us. That's why we're the best, and we're right here in Utica, and there's a reason why people that are blind will relocate here from all over the United States, because the area is beautiful, it's a nice place to live, and you get the best services for the blind that you're ever going to get anywhere in the world. And here at CADV, we're also very proud of our diversity. We have many different language and refugees that work here that are blind. It's wonderful. They'll come to our country and they might not even speak English, but if they're blind, we give them a job. And they're working full-time, getting great benefits, and they become a great member of our society in the city of Utica. We pay prevailing wages for every position in here, and every employee in the agency, regardless of their position, blind, sighted, glove packer up to the CEO, have the same exact benefit package. We got 403B, life insurance, health insurance, personal time, vacation time, a lot of great benefits, but we're all equal here. We're always looking for blind and visually impaired people. You want to work, we got a job for you. Get a hold of us, we're hiring. You cannot walk through our agency and work with the blind and visually impaired and all us employees and not be inspired by it. You know, we all have personal stories. My grandfather was blind and he was my hero. This agency saved his life when I was a young boy, and I never forgot it. And I always admired this agency, so it's a dream come true to work here. Not able to see is considered the most severe disability a human being can have, yet they're here working. Our turnover rate is practically zero. Our attendance is great. Their production, they outproduce sighted people. We're a model of success for people who are blind. I love it. It's a purpose-driven life.